Hello and welcome to another video with me, Esther from Gather and Create. Today I'm going to be showing you this pretty vintage inspired card using the Happy Wishes stamp set, which is currently available as a free gift in the celebration catalogue when you spend £90. It's on the back page. As you can see, it's quite a full set. In fact, it comes in two boxes. 16 stamps in total, and you can choose that in a clear mount, which means you put it on the blocks like that, or wood mount, which is already comes with wood blocks for you to mount them onto. You've got great combinations of sentiments there. So you've got best and happy being the main parts, and then you can add your other sentiments. Friends, wishes, sending my very, so that would be best, happy anniversary. There's lots and lots of options on there. And I made one before with the Tutti Frutti designer series paper, and just stamped that in black and coloured that in with my stamping blends, which are alcohol markers. I'm going to use the stamping blends again today, but I'm not stamping in black. I'm actually going to heat emboss that to give you that pretty gold effect. So one stamp set and a completely different look. That's on Cherry Cobbler, that particular card. So let's get started. I'm using our Shimmery White card, which is on page 194 of the annual catalogue. The camera will pick that up. I've had to block the natural light out because there was too much sun. Can you believe it? So hopefully you can see the shimmer on that. That's a great base for your stamping blends or any other watercolouring. We're not really using the blends as blends today, if that makes sense. I'm using them more as a straight marker because I think the colour just pops quite nicely. You need it to be fairly strong, and I don't think the watercolour pencils would have given you that depth of colour. So Shimmer White, I'll pop everything, all the links in the description and all the links to my blog, gatheringcreate.co.uk. I'm just going over this with Embossing Buddy first of all, which will take away any kind of fingerprints and things that you can't see with the naked eye. That will attract the embossing powder where we don't want it. So I'm using Versamark, which is specially designed for heat embossing. I'm just going to stamp that on the card and inking it up in the normal way. Let's pop that kind of somewhere in the middle, like that. It's a bit of guesswork because I can't exactly see where I'm going, but next I'm going to stamp the Wishing You A. Hopefully the right way up, kind of above left of the main sentiment. And then birthday below right of the sentiment. And then we come in with the gold embossing powder. Just dip. Try to make as little mess as possible. It isn't necessarily my gifting. Should we catch all the text? Just knock off any extra powder where we don't want it. So that's it embossed. If you haven't seen heat embossing before, I hope you're as excited as I was the first time when you see it change. Keeping it nice and steady. The paper will buckle, that's quite normal. But it'll all lay flat again once we glue it together. See the main bit go. Hopefully you can see that changing. like a wave of exciting. Birthday. You'll be able to tell when it's embossed. Kind of completely smooth. I mean, the actual image has got some, in this big sentiment here, has got some kind of indentations. That's how it's supposed to be. So that's it, heat embossed. The next thing I'm going to bring in is my stamping blends. So I've got Night of Navy, Cherry Cobbler, Daffodil Delight and Old Olive. You can buy them as a complete set, you can buy them singly, or you can buy them in their pairs, which is a light and a dark. You've got two ends to it. This thick end is a brush marker and then the fine end. So you can see that there like that. Brush tip. We're really going to just be concentrating on the fine end because it's just quite small space and I don't really need to do much colouring. I just want to pick out some of the bits and pieces on here just to make those colours pop out a little bit more. And I really like these sort of lily shaped in the blues, pretty. I do really love these blends. You see how that kind of just makes it pop out. So you do these in any colour combinations, but this is coordinating with the other colours that I'll be bringing in on the project, which is Daffodil Delight and Night of Navy. Let's pick out some more leaves. And the leaves up there. You can take a bit more time over this than I'm doing, but just to give you the effect and how quickly really it does come together. You can also make different backgrounds using these blends. This shimmery white would be a good surface for that. Okay, so that's my colouring done, and now I'm going to bring in my card layers. So as I said, Daffodil Delight and Night of Navy. The shimmery white layer is 9.5 by 13.9 in centimetres. This is 10 by 14.4, and this is a standard card base, half of A4, scored in half. And I need some glue. I'm just going to pop the layer on first. Should have degunked my glue first. On there. Tomorrow, the 16th of February, we have new celebration items being added to the lineup. So be sure to check my blog out for those. Some beautiful papers. We've got that wants to just pop up because it's quite dry still, quite wet still. Yeah, all sorts of beautifulness. Don't know what I've managed to get on there. Let's try and remove that. Be sure to check those out. So if you're doing this at home, I would just quickly put it to one side actually, and then once that's all bent back down, glue that together. Obviously I don't want to leave you all waiting while I wait for glue to dry. I just think this the yellow and the blue, oh, where am I going, gives you a really nice vintagey feel. See, that's what happens when it's not dry. But I will leave that so that you can see. This is how it looks. I hope you really enjoyed this. I hope you give it a go, and that you were wowed if heat embossing was new to you before today. I'll pop everything in the description, as I said. I hope you have a fantastic day and take care. Bye bye.